Welcome back to another episode of the John Wall Street Sports Business Minute. I'm Corey Leff. The UFC moved its December 29th UFC 232 card from Las Vegas to Los Angeles on just 6 days' notice after the Nevada State Athletic Commission decided not to issue headliner Jon Jones a license to fight in the state. Earlier in the month, Jones tested positive for trace amounts of the steroid Turinabol, the same substance he'd been suspended for taking back in 2017. Nevada felt it lacked the time to investigate if the test results were tied to Jones's ingestion of the drug 15 months earlier. But the California State Athletic Commission ruled that the adverse finding was in fact a result of residual pulsing, an exemption that allowed him to fight at the Forum in Inglewood. UFC President Dana White insisted the fight wasn't happening because of money, and that it had to take place because Jones didn't do anything wrong. But that's simply not true. Jones may be innocent, but White needed the fight to happen because his promotion lacks star power, and Bones is one of just 2 UFC fighters capable of drawing 1 million pay-per-view buys. Exclude McGregor's October fight against Khabib, and there wasn't a single 2018 UFC card that did 400,000 buys. Does anyone pretend to believe White would have moved the card for any other fighter on the roster not named Conor McGregor? Of course, it's tough to fault White for moving the Jones fight though, as a card headlined by Chris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes wouldn't have done 200,000 buys up against the college football semifinal game. But I've been baffled by the decision to move the entire card to California. The UFC simply could have moved the Jones-Gustafsson fight to LA and kept the balance of the fights in Las Vegas, a decision that would have allowed them to sell twice as many tickets while pleasing twice as many fans, as opposed to disappointing some of their most loyal supporters and paying for a dark arena. The last-minute decision to move the event wasn't fair to fans who booked expensive flights to Las Vegas and hotel rooms on a holiday weekend. But imagine having to alter your travel plans while preparing for a fight. Bantamweight Brian Kelleher, who fought on the undercard, floated the idea of the 11 fighters not named Jones boycotting the event's relocation, a decision that would have put the UFC in a tough spot. Book 5 fights on 6 days' notice to fill out the Los Angeles card, or put on an event that draws a fifth of the viewers. Sadly, I'm betting the UFC would have selected the former, and Kelleher thought so too, acknowledging, "We're all just trying to make a paycheck and pay our bills, so we can't risk it." If you're interested in sports business, sign up for our free daily newsletter at johnwallstreet.com and find us on Twitter at HowieLongshort. Remember, new episodes of the John Wall Street Sports Business Minute are released Monday and Tuesday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on the John Wall Street YouTube channel.